I'm a pediatrician, a blogger, an author, social media enthusiast. I also do traditional television reporting, and I just finished my first book.
Wow. So Dr. Swanson, you really wear a lot of different hats.
Yeah.
And as a medical student, it's just so amazing to see a pediatrician and, a practicing doctor also be able to engage in social media and write and give advice to all these parents around the world. How do you do it all?
Well, I'm really lucky. I get a lot of support. So, I created a parenting blog for Seattle Children's Hospital almost 4 years ago. And I was able then to carve out a certain amount of my time each week to, in addition to seeing patients in an outside clinic, write this parenting content. I went to Seattle Children's and said, I don't want to just start a blog on my own. I really do want to help the hospital system take all this great expertise that we have and let me act like a doctor, which is just like I do in clinic. Let experts help guide me when I don't understand, read research studies, think about where myth might be created, and listen to patients. I mean, the incredible beauty of social tools is that you can learn so much more than you could ever impart.
How did you choose upon the blog as your option, as your preferred social media route?
Well, a blog is just a great place to not be so constrained. So, Twitter has great utility, and as a constrained media, I think that's one of the reasons it's rising so quickly, is that you can be really respectful of someone else. Nobody takes up too much of your time if you don't want. But a blog is a place where you can really lay it all out there, demonstrate your passion, share and link to content, share pretty images like photographs, or for me, share stories about the challenges and complexity of being a working mom, married to another physician with 2 young kids who are really like the center of me.
Do you ever find it difficult to balance your different identities of working mom versus working pediatrician versus online persona?
Well, it's hard to go in the public. I think, I'm enthusiastic about getting physicians to share what they know outside of the exam room. But there's a cost that isn't discussed quite a bit, which is constantly having your thoughts, your opinion, and even your credibility out there in the world. There's a tax and a cost to managing private relationships with patients and families, and also maintaining relationships with large organizations like the Academy of Pediatrics or a hospital, and then that with the public, who will disagree, who will enjoy, who will fight, who will approve and nod. I mean, there's a complexity too in that getting a lot of attention takes up a lot of energy and causes stress too. I really rely on and chat with and get so much support from other patients, other parents, and other physicians who are sharing what they know online.
And what advice do you have for medical students and other young professionals who are looking to join in the social media movement?
Of course, you have to start. You have to join a channel. And it doesn't mean that you have to join 4 channels and cross-populate and pollinate. What it means is to just choose one. And you can really lurk. You can watch and listen, and really who you follow, just as Dr. Brian Vardabedian was sharing in his talk, who you follow and who you listen to is a really important part of that. You don't have to be so, I think, graceful about following everyone who follows you. I think you need to use it as a tool to share and respond and ignite conversation, but that might be later. It might just be watching and listening. Look at what people do well, look at what people do poorly, and then start gradually contributing what you've got. And by whatever you do, you have to be really honest. Don't misrepresent what you know. Share a lot about what you don't know. I mean, that's what the world deserves from healthcare, is a clear delineation of what do we know and what don't we know, and how can we, in that space of murk, can we leverage collaboration? Can we leverage these tools? And can we leverage the great expertise and insight that comes from the advancing of scientific research?